You can think of creative play as a safe space where just for a little while you can close the door to overwhelm and anxiety. And this safe space provides a time when you can just lose yourself in the flow of creative fun. And this allows you to recharge the energy that worry and stress might have pulled from your spirit.
Welcome to the BDI Create Today podcast. This is a podcast where we uncover and discover the who, what, where, when, why, and how you can be creative or have more creativity. And together we'll explore the extraordinary impact creativity can have in your life, in heart, mind, body, and soul. And if we haven't met yet, I'm Beth Buffington, a licensed artist, digital illustration instructor, and a creative coach living just outside of the Windy City, Chicago. But mostly, I'm someone who is curious about how creativity can weave its way into nearly everything in our lives. Each week, we are going to look at one or more of the sparkly facets that make up the ever-changing kaleidoscope that is creativity.
Hello, my creative friend. This week, I think we're all feeling the weight of the proverbial elephant and the donkey in the room. There is no denying it. We've all been bracing for this week of voting and counting of the votes. And we've been waiting for this day for years, right? At the time of recording this podcast episode, we're all still voting. That's what's happening right now. But my hope is that the counting goes smoothly and that we have a decision made without added stress. Many of us are feeling the weight of political tussles, global issues, family demands, or work-related stress. So many options of stuff to worry about that could be weighing us down. It's natural to feel overwhelmed when there's so much happening, and so much of what is happening is beyond our control. So today we're going to chat about a powerful ingredient for fueling energy and well-being in our depleted souls. And my friend, this ingredient is a gold mine of goodness for health and happiness, but it is often undervalued. And what is this ingredient, you may ask? Good question. It is creative play. Yep, just play. The kind you loved as a child. That kind of play. It's that boundless, just for fun, creative engagement where the end goal isn't always about results or skill. It's simply about joy and exploration. Creative play can be as simple as a card game with your favorite card shark. Or it can be a rousing game of basketball with whomever will play with you. It can be curling up with a coloring book and a box of crayons. It can be joining a ballet class. Creative fun can be whatever makes you happy. Because the only prerequisite for creative fun is you just need to have fun while you're doing whatever this creative fun might be. Okay? Yeah, it's pretty easy. And here's an interesting twist. It turns out that creative play that is purely just for fun, well, it's incredibly foundational to our well-being and our mental health. Research consistently supports the powerful benefits of creative play. Studies from Psychology Today and Harvard Health Publishing reveal that engaging in play improves cognitive function, it increases resilience, and significantly reduces stress levels. Neurologically, play activates the brain's reward pathways, releasing that feel-good neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which bolster both mood and motivation. In fact, Some experts argue that adults should not only embrace play daily, but should change the way we historically view creative work, which means we would focus less on productivity and end results and focus more on rejuvenation and just having fun. And here's where having a creative outlet, a place to unplug mentally, can make all the difference. Creative play, as simple as it sounds, offers a refuge. Dr. Stuart Brown, a researcher in play science, highlights that people who incorporate play are more adaptable and can better navigate stress and burnout and other emotional strains. You can think of creative play as a safe space where just for a little while you can close the door to overwhelm and anxiety. And this safe space provides a time when you can just lose yourself in the flow of creative fun. And this allows you to recharge the energy that worry and stress might have pulled from your spirit. So let me tell you a story. One day I was having a little chat with a friend, probably over coffee or lunch, and we were talking about midlife crises and what we would do if and when we would have them. And I told her that I would love to be a backup singer for a band and just go on tour. It would be a super fun way to travel the country and be part of something incredibly exciting and musical without the intense scrutiny of being the solo act or lead singer. Backup singers always sing some great tunes. They get to wear edgy, cool clothes, and they always look like they're just having the best time. Well, for my birthday that year, my friend gave me this super wonderful surprise. Her present to me was singing backup with her in a local band at 3 different venues in the Chicagoland area. Oh, wow. First, this was one of the coolest presents I'd ever gotten because how imaginative is that, right? And second, what a fun creative outlet. And here's what I loved about the band that we got to sing with. I had never met any of the band members. And nearly all of the guys that were part of this band had day jobs like lawyers, salespeople, entrepreneurs. And if I remember right, maybe only one of the members was actually a professional musician. So the rehearsals we went to and the venues we played at were pretty much just fun for all of us. No one was pocketing money that needed to pay their mortgage. But the payback here was the intense creative flow that we all found inside the music when we got together to practice. It was purely creative play. And when I went to rehearsals or sang at one of the venues, the time spent rehearsing or performing went by in a blink. It was the very definition of creative flow. And it was all for play. So welcome back to another Create Today with Beth Buffington. So today we are talking about creative play, and I have a question for you today. What are you doing for creative play this week? What are you going to do for creative play today? Now, please don't think that this needs to be a big production. You don't have to sing backup for a band. Your play could be dance or silly doodles, flower arranging, pickleball, journaling just for fun. And it doesn't need to be perfect. It actually is better if your play is a little bit messy and unpolished. If you're a musician, maybe just goof around with some watercolors or write a haiku. Play reminds us that there is joy in the journey, even if the results are just for your eyes. Ideas for creative play, there are millions of them. And if you're unsure about where to start, here's some fun ideas for creative play just to try out. Number 1, improvised dance parties. Oh my gosh, this is so popular right now with my grandbuddies. They love to just put on a song and dance. And I tell you what, We all need to back up into our days as 4, 5, 6, and 7-year-olds because they know how to move their body. You just want to turn on some music and a random song and just let loose, my friend. No choreography needed, and kitchens are the best place for dancing. Number 2 is miniature sculpting or wood carving. So try making some tiny sculptures with clay or maybe even do some wood carving, whittle from wood. So you can go to my YouTube channel and you can see some of the sculpting and whittling fun we've had in our house over the years. Some things I've done, some things my daughters have done, some things my dad has done. Number 3, origami. Explore different shapes and animals through this mindful paper folding art. And once you know how to fold a paper frog by memory, for instance, you can calmly fold paper frogs whenever or wherever you just need to chill. Number 4, scribble doodles. Start with the scribble and turn it into something unexpected. And if you're interested in learning more about the art of doodles, because my friend, there is some magic in the doodle, go to www.bdi-create.today/events and sign up for the Watch Now workshop about doodle meditation. Number 5, build a terrarium. Collect small plants and rocks to make a tiny self-sustaining world. Have some fun on Pinterest exploring some fun options for making your terrarium, and then just go crazy. And a terrarium will continue to provide hours of creative play for you as you care for your plants or as you find additional treasures to add to your tiny terrarium world. Number 6, coloring books or watercolors. And there's no need to stay in the lines when you're coloring on your own. Find something that you're just feeling intrigued to do. That could be something seasonal, could be something that you're going to do with children, could be something you're going to do on your iPad. But use bold colors and let yourself be as expressive as you want to. No rules when you're coloring on your own. Number 7, cooking. Find a recipe you find intriguing and cook and bake your way into creative flow. Enjoy experimenting with foods and flavors that are a bit out of the norm for your usual weekly meals. And I suggest that you don't decide that you're going to have some creative fun and then decide, I'm going to have this giant dinner party, or this is going to be what I make for Thanksgiving for the first time. Don't put any dread into this. Don't put any anxiety or worry into what your creations turn into. This kind of cooking is super fun. And if it's good, you'll eat it. And if it's not good, you can do something else with it. Number 8, magnetic poetry. This is arranging magnetic words on your fridge or in some area in your office where magnets can stick. And you're just going to make silly phrases or poems. You can easily find kits that provide the magnet tiles on Amazon or in boutique or gift stores. This is a super fun way to share some humor or poetry with other people in your home or office too. A super great way to share in some creative fun. Now, I want you to notice that all of these 8 ideas are a collective and unusual. They don't all seem artsy and craftsy, but they give your brain time to release the cares of the day and just dive into an activity that will submerge your thoughts in a creative space where the cares of your day are not involved and not allowed. So try one or all, or use this list to brainstorm some fun activities on your own and see what resonates with you the most. And just in case you're thinking that, oh, this seems like a great idea, but Beth, who has time to play every day? How in the world do I squeeze another thing into my busy life? What do I do? Have no fear. Here are some creative ways to fit creative play into your day today. And you're completely right. It can feel impossible to fit just one more thing, especially play into a busy life, but even 5 or 10 minutes a day can make a difference. So consider beginning with a toe touch. Think of small moments when you really do have time to play, like waiting for coffee to brew. You could doodle on a notepad. Are you stuck in a waiting room? Write a haiku on your phone. There are times when you're stuck in line at a cash register. Pull up something that you can do just for fun that doesn't include scrolling on your phone. During lunch break, take a walk and snap a few photos. You don't have to block out the entire afternoon. Creative play can fit between the cracks of your day, bringing those much needed reset moments. So the important thing is to brainstorm and be prepared with whatever you need, like notebooks and pens, coloring books and crayons. And remember to take that walk at lunch instead of sitting at your desk scrolling on social media. My friend, that is not creative play. So now let's get to the heart of the matter. Creative play is more than a fun pastime. It's a gift that you give to yourself. Studies have shown that when we engage in creative play, it benefits not only our mental health, but also our sense of well-being on all levels: heart, mind, body, and soul. Allowing yourself time to explore this kind of non-judgmental joy creates space for growth and a refreshed spirit. So when you create for the sheer pleasure of it, and you are free from external pressures, you rediscover the thrill of creative expression. Take a moment today. How can you be a little whimsical, a little more carefree? How can you embrace the liberating beauty of play? Are you going to dance in your kitchen? Are you going to color a little bit? Are you going to write some poetry? Do you remember when we were children? Play was the major undertaking of the day. The question you always asked your friends was, do you want to play? When was the last time you thought this thought or asked this question to one of your friends? Do you want to play? Take a moment right now and jot down how you will play today. So as this week unfolds and we prepare for what is next, instead of spinning out of control over things you cannot control, take yourself to that precious play space where you can shut the door to the wilds of the world and then let yourself have some pure, just for fun moments. Your heart, mind, body, and soul will thank you. And if you were enlightened by today's playful chat, please share the Create Today podcast with your friends and your family. And remember, you can join me face to face for our weekly conversations when you pop into YouTube. You can watch the fun and see all the extra presentation goodies that will help illustrate our creative conversations just a little more. Remember, your creativity is a gift, and sometimes the best way to honor yourself and your creativity is simply to have fun. If this week, this day, has been a little too exhausting with issues and events that you cannot control, take time today to have a little just for fun. Let go of your worries for just a little while. But whatever you do, whatever the world dishes up for us this week, please remember to stay creative, my friend. And now for a word from our sponsor. The holidays, they're just around the corner. So maybe it's time to do something that you know you're going to love and then put it to good use. Learn to draw on your iPad with Procreate. You'll find so many easy to follow tutorials in my free and almost free resource page. So have some fun creating with Procreate and then sign up for the super fun December workshop where we're going to learn to draw delicious Christmas cookies. And then we're going to lay them out for printing as gift tags to use for the presents you'll be wrapping this holiday season. Or you could consider giving a few gift tags as a hostess gift or stocking stuffers. There's so many great reasons you'll love this workshop. So hop on over to www.bdi-create.today and under menu, choose events, and it will take you to the registration page for this December workshop. You can also find a live link to register in the show notes. So come and join me for a delicious event. Go to www.bdi-create.today and register today for some festive fun with me here inside the Create Today community. I can't wait to digitally bake some delicious cookies with you as we create today together.